Hey everyone, this is Borvok, here for another Ramble review. This time, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, number 43. Or as the guy at my local comic store called it, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corpse. Hopefully there aren't going to be any corpses. We're going to find out. I learned this in middle school. It's Corps. It's like French, you just ignore some of the consonants. Last lantern standing. I feel like sometimes these are clickbait. Is it really a last? We're gonna find out if that's true though. So just jumping right in. Again, this is an Ethan cover, by the way. I can tell that looks like Ethan's art style. So that's a good one. I like that. And jumping right in. Last time we had the rise of the Darkstars. The controllers had created the Darkstars. The Darkstars seemingly turned on the controllers. Well, they didn't turn them on like they were turned off or something. They turned on them. They turned against them. And here we find out the Darkstars have been going throughout the galaxy, throughout the universe, whatever the expanse of the Green Lantern universe is. It's multiple galaxies. It's a universe, right? Yeah. They've been going throughout and they've been murdering bad guys. And the Green Lantern Corps are finding out about it. I like these bird people. Those are awesome. Those are like Chozo. I'm looking for like Samus Aran around here somewhere. These guys are finding. And the Guardians are like, hey, what's going on? John Stewart is apparently in charge of the Green Lanterns, but these guys are in charge of him and the Green Lanterns. Like he's the supervisor and they're the manager, and then these guys are the workers. And Hal Jordan is just awesome. But that seems to be how the structure works. But they're saying, hey, you know, these Darkstars are out there murdering people. Hal says, yeah, and they're dangerous too. Tomar-Tu basically, if I hadn't been wearing my suit, he would have killed me when he zapped me with that laser last issue. And they're like, oh yeah, last issue. That was a good one. We liked that one. But we're glad, you know, you're okay. They're like, yeah, we need to go act. We need to go. Their agreement, I think. Yep, they're in agreement this time. There's no time for deliberation, which is usually what the Guardians like to do. They say, hey, we got to take the Darkstars down. You four are in charge. Take whoever you need with you, is what they say, basically. And they say, okay, we're going to do that, and we're going to do it in an awesome 2-page spread, which is a good choice. I would do this in a 2-page spread if I was them. So we've got, you know, John Stewart, Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner. We've got a Goron from the Legend of Zelda series. We got a Monkey. We got a Twi'lek from Star Wars. We got the Thing from the Fantastic Four. So those are all good choices as well. I like those. We got a big guy hiding down here. So these guys are going to go take down the Darkstars. Hal's in the forefront because he's Hal freaking Jordan. I want to get a pair of like Hal Jordan brand Air Jordans, except they'd probably be too expensive. So they show up. This is where they believe the Darkstars are, except they find out that, oops, Stell, who's one of these guys who is with them, is missing. Where'd Stell go? That's what John wants to know. And Stell says, for some reason I'm back on Mogo. I don't know how this happened. And suddenly these guys think it's hug time. And John is saying, you know, fall back. I'm not into this whole Darkstar hug. And they get voiped. These Darkstars, they apparently have a thing for voiping. I think we found that out in the previous issue. But these guys are now back on Mogo too. So the Darkstars voiped them back. They said, hey, you don't belong here. This doesn't belong here. This belongs on Mogo. And they put it back where it belonged. Except they didn't bring Hal Jordan back. So, you know, where's Hal? And we find out, here's Hal. They put him somewhere else. He says, you know, I'm okay. But I don't know where I am. And the Darkstars say, you know, we can help you out with that, and we can do it. We can do our own 2-page spread. And Hal's like, well, yeah, I'm still going to be in the forefront even in your 2-page spread. You guys might be awesome, but I was in the forefront on my own 2-page spread. I'm in the forefront on your 2-page spread. I mean, I'm Hal freaking Jordan. That's what I do. But they've all got him. I don't know what kind of area or building this is. They go all the way up, but they don't go up further. The artist is probably glad that they don't go up all the way, because that's a lot of small drawing. There's a lot of drawing already. I can imagine the skill and the time it would take for this. But they've all got their phasers trained on him. No justice. And here comes Tomar-Tu, and he almost looks like some sort of a paladin now. Just the way he composes himself, his outfit, and he's saying, "Hey, Hal, I voiped you here instead of voiping you back to Mogo because I want to talk to you about some stuff. Basically, we're doing what's right. We're doing what needs to be done. You guys failed. Your justice failed. But we're not against you. We're just doing what you won't do. And don't stop us." And take some back. Oh my goodness, they're really selling this. I need to put this on my pull list. I'm seeing like 2 ads per issue. I think they're finally, subliminal messaging is finally getting to me. But he voips them back to Mogo. Oh, no. Because Hal Jordan says, you guys are just working for the controllers. And then he says, ha 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 ha. No. No, we're not. We're feeding off them. We are. They created the Darkstars, which then sought out hosts like us, like-minded hosts, and we believe in our own form of justice, and we don't need these guys. We don't believe in their justice. They basically didn't know the can of justice they were opening when they created us. So that's interesting. He's got more of them. They're gonna send out. Again that 2-page spread. Where was that back here? That's a lot of guys. But Tomar-Tu says we got even more of these guys. We got more of these suits, and they're gonna find hosts too, just like a lantern ring would. Hal's trying to talk some sense into him, saying, hey, you can't invoke your own form of justice where you don't have authority. You can't just murder bad people in cold blood when you don't have the executive authority to do so. You're not a government. You're not the government. You don't have authority over the people you're killing. That's murder. But Tomar-Tu doesn't think that. And this time, he voips him back to Mogo with the rest, along with all these other guys. And Tomar-Tu is basically the ambassador to the Green Lanterns because he was a Green Lantern, and he's saying, you know, you guys can fight us if you want. We are gonna beat you. But I don't want to fight you because I like you guys. I was one of you. But, you know, if you want to do this, we can do it. But we're going to beat you. And we don't even need Bendis to do it. Not yet. And John Stewart makes the good call. He says, you know, back down. We can't win this fight. And Tomar-Tu says, you know, we're not your enemies. You're not our enemies. But if you make yourselves our enemies, if you stop us from, or he's not talking to them, that's another Darkstar. He's talking to these guys. He's saying basically, if you try to stop us from enforcing justice and murdering all the bad guys, we're probably going to murder you too. We're at least not going to take to it very kindly. And he says here, we will respond. And this is, they VoIP away. But John Stewart isn't giving up. He basically says, these Darkstars are bad news, which they are. So we got to find enough people to fight against them. And they don't have to be Green Lanterns. They don't even have to be our allies. We just have to hope, again, that there are more people who hate them than who hate us. Oh, that's the funny thing. Let's see here. Where does it say it? He says we don't. Batman in a spacesuit isn't gonna help us. Where does he say it? And they're looking for help. And one of the guys says, we're Green Lanterns, we're cops. Everyone hates us. Everyone hates cops because we do the job that, we're the one pulling people over, and everyone likes the order that we give to things, but they don't like us, which is probably sad but true. He says, so people don't like us. So how are we going to get someone to help us? And Jon Stewart says, well, we don't need people to like us. We just need people to hate the Darkstars more than they hate us. And so he sends them out to go get some uneasy allies. Hopefully Hal Jordan goes to Earth, it looks like. Kyle Rayner's going... I don't remember what this is. I want to know. I think this is the prison space station. Something. I don't know. We'll find out. And of course, Guy Gardner's going into the Star Wars cantina. He's probably got a lot of quote-unquote friends there that he can recruit. And then... that's Jon Stewart is going to that. Looks like the Fortress of Solitude is, but it's not in the tundra. It doesn't look like. Is that like, evil Superman or? Oh my goodness, he was just in the recent. Who's the evil Superman guy? He was in the movie. I can't remember right now. I can't think. But he's going maybe to get him. I don't know. If not him, I don't know who this is. But we'll find out. So again, this is a good issue, good setup issue. It's going to bother me. I'm going to remember it as soon as I stop recording. But yeah, I recommend this issue. Good issue. Go pick it up. It's I think this feels like it's issue this is not the last issue in the arc. This is like second or third issue. Friends in Low Places. That's a good title for what's going to happen next, I think. But yeah, if you didn't pick it up, if any of this looked good, go read it for yourself, or word for word instead of my making stuff up. Simplification of everything. The story is good. The writing's good. I like it. Go pick it up. And if you haven't read the previous issue or two that lead up to this, go pick them up too. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 issues, but go pick them up. And let me know what you think about it. That concludes my review portion of the Ramble Review. Let me dip into the ramble portion. I'm getting back into accidentally rambling during when I'm just supposed to be reviewing. So I don't know if I have anything else to say. Those of you who are done, out, the review's over. I appreciate you for watching. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. The rest of you who want to hang around for a minute or two, let's see if there's anything else we can cover here. I like that Sobulba is here helping him out. We've got a lot of guest stars in this. We've got the Chozo, we've got Sobulba. We've got those other Star Wars creatures I was talking about before. You've got the Goron, the Twi'lek, the Thing, and then that's just a big guy. I don't know if that's a guest star appearance, but that's the cool thing about the Green Lantern Corps. You can bring in anybody you want as long as they have enough willpower. Don't know. I think that's all really. Nothing stuck out to me. This is just a solid issue. It's great. 2-page spreads, 2 of them in this issue. I just flipped from one of them, flipped to the other one. Yeah, just like that. Buy 2 copies, and then just display these both. Display one like that. Just buy 3. 1 to read, 1 to display like this, 1 to display like this on your wall. Just like mount it like that in a frame. Both of them. Beautiful. Yeah. Oh, I did have a thought about this. I keep seeing this again. They're really just subliminally brainwashing me into this, but I'm starting to realize this Joker, it's not the specific design for the Joker that I like. I'm trying to figure out which design I do like. I think I actually like the, this is gonna really destroy my comic geek cred, but I've never actually read Killing Joke. But I like how the Joker looks in the Killing Joke. This looks different to me. I don't know if I like this as much, but again, we found out that there are 3 Jokers now. Or at least I think it was the Joker's identity is 3. So I think that means there are 3 Jokers. I wonder if that's going to play into this at all. That's been like, they're milking that for as much as they can, just not telling us the suspense. There are 3 Jokers. I want to know what that is. I want to know what that means. And we're going to hopefully find out. I don't know. I don't know if they'll explain that in No Justice. But I wonder which Joker this is. Is this the Joker we've been seeing in the Batman in post New 52 in Rebirth? Is this a different Joker? I don't know. I want to find out. I'm okay with either way, as long as they do it well, as long as they make it make sense, and as long as it's true to the characters and to the universe. 25 cents? Seriously? Oh, that's number 0. It's probably not going to be very many pages. Or maybe it's a full comic and they're just trying to rope you in. They subliminally get you with these multiple ads per comic book, and then they're going to rope you in with 25 cents, and then you'll have to buy the rest of it. Hopefully it'll be good. Scott Snyder. So I do want to know who that Joker is. Tomar-Tu, he seemed really angry in the last issue. He almost seems like a paladin in this. Like, he's the calm one, he's the reasonable one. He's wrong, but his attitude has almost completely changed between issues. He's just noble. His nobility. He's acting with patience and nobility toward the toward Hal and toward the Green Lanterns. And again, he's wrong, but he feels like a different character. Like the Darkstar outfits, which again are almost like full body Green Lantern rings, except for they don't run on willpower, they run on desire for lethal justice. I guess that's a very specific emotion. I don't know where that fits on the spectrum. But it's like these suits either give you more confidence, or maybe it's just being around more like-minded people. And there has to be some programming. These things have to be maybe not mind-controlling their hosts, but encouraging certain feelings or thought processes, or enforcing them, or something like that. Because again, this confidence, we didn't see it in Tomar-Tu in the previous issue. And that makes them even almost more frightening. Again, last issue he seemed more unstable. He strongly believed, but he was almost, what's the word for it? Defiant. He's not defiant here. He doesn't seem defiant. He seems, again, he has an air of nobility. He's wrong, but he no longer feels like he needs to. I think he knew a little bit that he was wrong before, and that's why he had to be, defiant in order to combat. He wasn't just defiant against Hal. He was defiant against his own doubts that he still had about what he thought and what he was doing. He's fully confident. He's fully self-righteous now, in a calm and quiet way. Not in a self-elevating way of self-righteousness, but in the he's comfortable with who he is now. And that is, again, that feels better, but it's almost worse because what he's doing is wrong, and it makes these guys so much more of a threat. They can't be manipulated now. They can't be shown the error of their ways, because they're confident that what they're doing is right. So I do want to see, who these guys are going to get on their side from these multiple different places, probably more. I don't know who else they're sending out. Maybe they're sending out Kilowog. Maybe not. Maybe just these 4 main guys. Go get us some help. I want to know who they bring on the team. Are they going to give them temporary lantern powers? Are they going to just fight with whatever weapons or powers they already have? I don't know. There's Clayface in there too, so Clayface can probably help out. But yeah, we'll see. I'm excited. I want to see what next issue is. This looks really cool. Batman Ninja. A lot of people complained when they saw the trailer for this. I know DNC complained because it looked like anime, But surprise, it is anime, and that's why it looks like anime. It's going to have the lower frame rate. It's going to have the very stylized use of how do I want to say it, where they stylize things in a way that looks cool and also requires less animation. So you're gonna see that, I'm sure. It's gonna be dubbed into English, and it's gonna be dubbed, which you either like dubbing or you don't. It depends on the voice cast you get for the English. At least I think this is made in Japan. I'm pretty sure this is the show I'm thinking about where it actually is an anime. So that'll be interesting. It's not regular Batman, it's Batman with a katana. I almost wish they would just do like an anime Japanese style take on Batman. He's still in Gotham City, it's still modern, it's still Batman. Just how would a Japanese anime studio adapt the work, trying to be as true to what Batman is as possible, just in their own style? That would be interesting. This is still cool as a alternate thing, but I wouldn't mind Batman the anime, not Batman the animated series, but Batman the anime. I mean, I could use another Batman the animated series too, always. But Batman the anime, what would that be like? That'd be interesting. I'm sorry. I'm really enjoying hearing myself talk. Really, really rambling today. But let me know what you guys think. Again, those of you, if anyone hung around this long, thanks for hanging around. Let me know your thoughts about any of the rambly stuff we talked about. Who else do you want to see as a Green Lantern? We saw a lot of guest stars today. You want to see Elmo as a Green Lantern? Do you want to see I can't think of anyone else. Spot the dog as a Green Lantern. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see next time. Big Bird as a Green Lantern. I'd be cool with that. Okay, I gotta shut myself up. We'll talk to you guys later. Go pick up this book. It's a good one. We'll see you in the next review. Thanks. Bye.